Sorry, girl, I gotta go. Yeah, you know this ain't the old me. Try to keep it on the low.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another LSPDFR tutorial video. Today we're going to be installing Untitled Callouts, Stop the Ped, Compulite, Assorted Callouts, Traffic Policer, and Interaction Plus. These are where they're at. I have the links. I will have the links down in the description below. This is for Assorted Callouts, Untitled Callouts, Interaction Plus, Compulite, Stop the Ped, Compulite, and Traffic Policer. Like I said, all the links will be in the description below, so you can go ahead and download those files. With that being said, you won't need OpenIV. This is all just your GTA directory. If you don't know how to get there, I'll show you one more time. Go ahead and go to local disk, go to program files x86, go down to Steam, look for Steam apps, common, and these are all your games. Go ahead and click on your GTA that has the LSPDFR mod. You'll be in the main directory. So let's go ahead and start with Stop the Ped. Go ahead and click the Stop the Ped. I already have everything downloaded. It's all on my desktop. Go ahead and click on the links using Internet Explorer, Firefox, Google Chrome, whatever you use, and then drag them to your desktop or go to your download settings and drag and drop them. But here it is. It's Stop the Ped. You have a folder with one folder and two files. Go ahead and drag the Rage Native UI. That is the latest version, 2.18/2018. Go ahead and drag it and drop it in your main directory. For me, it says it's gonna replace because I already have it. For you, it won't. It will just be straight drag and drop if you don't have it. Once that is done, go ahead and go back to your Stop the Ped WinRAR. Go to Plugins, LSPDFR, and then in your directory, follow the same path. Plugins, LSPDFR. If you don't have an LSPDFR folder, go ahead and right-click your mouse, go down to New, and then create a folder and label it LSPDFR. So once you have done that, go ahead and click on it. It should be empty. If you've been following my tutorials on how to install LSPDFR, it should be empty. Maybe you're just in here for help and you already have some stuff in there. But go ahead and drag and drop the Stop the Ped folder in there, and go ahead and highlight Stop the Ped INI and .dll, and go ahead and drag and drop it in there as well. You won't need Police Smart Radio or Vocal Dispatch unless you're already using them. I will make a tutorial video on how to add Police Smart Radio a little bit in the future, you know. So with that being said, this is done. You don't need Stop the Ped. Stop the Ped's already installed. Go ahead and get rid of it. Let's go ahead and do Compulite. So this is another version of Computer Plus or LSPDFR Computer Plus. In my opinion, this is way better. You're gonna have a folder labeled Compulite. Go ahead and click on it. You're gonna have two files in a folder. You don't need the Rage Native since we already did it. Go ahead and click on the plugins, LSPDFR. You're already in there in your main directory. You can check by looking up here, Grand Theft Auto, plugins, LSPDFR. You're already in here. Go ahead and highlight all of them and drag and drop, and that is it. You're done with Compulite. Go ahead and drag and drop to your other screen or your trash can, whatever. Let's go ahead and do Assorted Callouts. With Assorted Callouts, go ahead and go back to your GTA main directory. You could do that just by hitting Grand Theft Auto V right here. It'll bring you back to your main directory. So back in the Assorted Callouts WinRAR, go ahead and click on it. You're gonna have all of this in here. All you need is the Grand Theft Auto folder. You're gonna have albums, common DLL. You're gonna need this one. This is the most recent updated version, 3.7/2019. It's not gonna get updated anymore. Albo's not updating his scripts anymore, so go ahead and drag and drop that one to your main directory. Once again, it's going to tell me that I am replacing it. For you, it won't. If you don't have it, you don't need the Rage Native because it's the old version. It's going to tell you to go to LSPDFR, audio, scanner. Go ahead and go to LSPDFR, audio, scanner. Just drag and drop the Assorted Callouts audio into there. Make sure nothing is highlighted. For me, it's going to say it's going to replace. Once again, I already have these, so I will replace them. For you, you don't have to. Go back to plugins, LSPDFR in your WinRAR file. Back to your main directory. Click up here to take you to the directory. Go to plugins, LSPDFR. You're back in this folder. Go ahead and highlight the INI and the .dll files. Drag and drop in there, and you're done with the Assorted Callouts. Get rid of it. Now let's do United Callouts. Same thing, same process. Click on the GTA folder, LSPDFR, audio, scanner. Back to your main directory. Click on it. Brings you back to the main directory. Go to LSPDFR, audio, scanner, and go ahead and drag and drop the audio callouts, the United callouts audio folder from the WinRAR file down to your GTA game. Once again, it's going to replace mine because I already have it. You're done with that. Go back to the WinRAR file. Press the little arrow to go back. You're going to be here. Now, in your GTA directory, go ahead and click GTA to go back to the main directory. In the WinRAR, go ahead, go plugins, LSPDFR, and then in your folder, go ahead, go to plugins, LSPDFR, highlight the .dll and the .pdb, and drag and drop. That's it. You're done with United Callouts. Throw it away, do whatever you want with it. Now let's go with Traffic Policer. You're gonna open it up. You're gonna have this folder, open it up, then go to the GTA folder. You're gonna have all these folders. You don't need any of these except for the GTA folder. You're gonna be here again. You don't need the elbow, you already have it. You don't need the Rage, you already have it. Go to LSPDFR, audio, scanner. Same thing with your folder, your GTA folder. Go back to the main directory. Go to LSPDFR, audio, scanner. Go ahead and drag and drop the Traffic Policer audio onto your folder. That's that. So go ahead and click on the GTA main directory folder again. Back to the WinRAR. Press the arrow. Keep going back until you're here again. Go to plugins, LSPDFR. Now to your GTA folder, go ahead and go to plugins, LSPDFR. In your WinRAR folder, go ahead and highlight the .ini and the .dll, drag and drop onto your LSPDFR folder. Once that is done, you are done with Traffic Policer. Go ahead and get rid of it. Now the last one is going to be Interaction Plus. This is where you get to do roadside test. If you find any suspicious white powder, orange powder, crystals, pills, anything. This is where you do it. This is where you give them the sobriety test if they're drunk. This is where you do all of it. You don't need the Rage Native. Once again, go to plugins, LSPDFR. You should already be here in your GTA folder. Go ahead and highlight all of them. The Interaction Plus folder, the .ini and the .dll. Go ahead and drag and drop into your LSPDFR folder. Back to your WinRAR. Press the arrow to go back. You're going to have a folder that says Custom Items XMLs. Go ahead and click on it. It's going to say Search Warrant and Stop the Pad. I'm not using Search Warrant, so you don't need that one. We are using Stop the Pad, so go ahead and double click Stop the Pad. It's going to give you pat down items.xml, vehicle items.xml. So what you want to do is go ahead and go back to your LSPDFR folder. Click on the Stop the Pad folder. You're going to see the same items in here. Go ahead and highlight the ones in the WinRAR folder. Drag and drop to your Stop the Pad folder in your game. For me, it says replace because I already had them. For you, it won't ask that. It will just straight install them. As a matter of fact, I take that back. It will tell you to replace them because you will have the original files from Stop the Pad, and you're adding the Interaction Plus in there, so it will tell you to replace them. Sorry about that. But that is it with Interaction Plus. Go ahead and close it, get rid of it, and we are ready to start the game. So I will see you guys when my game starts. Alright, so this car is swerving, so we're going to go ahead and test out everything that we just installed. So we're going to go ahead and pull them over. There you go, he's pulling over. All the way over there. Don't know why, but okay. So he stopped already. Let's go ahead and approach the vehicle. When you approach the vehicle, it's going to tell you to press Y to use Interaction Plus menu. It's going to tell you the driver, his demeanor, the risk, and if you smell anything in the vehicle. So right now, you notice that the smell of narcotics, you know, his eyes are bloodshot, dilated pupils, and the risk is you got to be cautious. All right, so go ahead and press Y. Ask for his license and insurance. With the traffic menu.
Thanks.
So his name is Jimmy James. It tells you license is up to date, insurance is valid. Go ahead and go back to your car. If you want to make it look realistic, like you're running his name, go ahead and hold E as in Edward on your keyboard. You're gonna bring up the CompuLite computer system. Press enter and pet records. His name is Jimmy James. As you can see, he has no priors. He has a gun permit, no warrants. So he's good. Go ahead and backspace again until you're highlighted with the top tabs. Go ahead and move to the right. Go to vehicle records. His car is obviously this one. You're going to see that insurance is not valid. He has no insurance. I mean, he has no registration. He has insurance. The vehicle's not stolen. The vehicle belongs to him. So since we saw him swerving around, we're going to go ahead and pull him out of the vehicle and run a few tests. So go back to the driver, press Y. You can go ahead and question him, do you know why I pulled you over? Go ahead and look for the reason why you're pulling them over. So for me, it will be failure to... Where is it at? Well, failure to maintain lane. And then he's gonna give you a response. Come on, isn't that fine? That fine as long as whatever, I didn't get to read it. So you go ahead and ask him general questions. Where are you coming from? Where are you headed to? Is this your current address? Do you own this vehicle? And then the regular crime questions. Have you been drinking recently? Any drugs recently? Stuff like that. He just said he had a couple of beers earlier. So go ahead and go down. You could order passengers out or everybody at once. Since there's a driver, just go ahead and bring the driver out. This is where you're gonna need your Stop the Pad. Go ahead and double tap right on your D-pad in your controller.
Hold here.
So you're gonna go ahead and grab him or make him follow you to whatever spot you want to go to. For me, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab him, bring him over here, make it look realistic, like there's a line right there. Go ahead and release him. Press T as in Tom to bring up your Interaction Plus. Now you're gonna make him do a walk and turn test. So it's basically he's just gonna walk a few steps forward, turn around, and do the same steps back to you. So once you're there, go ahead and press enter on it. It's gonna tell you face where you want the pad to walk. Then press Y to continue. Make sure the pad has enough space on either side to turn around smoothly. So this is enough space. Once you're ready to begin the test, go ahead and press Y.
Thanks.
He's gonna start the test. You're just gonna sit there and wait. Another thing is that if you're doing this at night, you can't hold a flashlight. You can't do anything. You just have to stand there and look at him, basically. You stand in the police emote. So he's done. He's gonna give you the results. Walk was off balance, unsteady. Heel to toe was a no. Results is failed. So now if you want to do another test, go ahead and go to the field sobriety test again. go ahead and hit the right, go to horizontal gaze, which is gonna do that test where you bring out the pen and he's got to follow your pen with his eyes only, without moving his head. Go ahead and do that. Those are indications that he's gonna fail. There it is. Head movement, yes. Pupil movement, jittery. The result is a fail. So go ahead and grab him.
This town
Bring him back over here. Once that is done, it's your option. Stop the Pet has the breathalyzer. You could go ahead and give him a breathalyzer to keep checking if he's under the influence of a substance or he's just drunk.
Thanks.
Obviously, he's not drunk. He has no alcohol level in him, no alcohol at all whatsoever. So you move on to the drug swab test. Go ahead and do a test. These are all part of Stop the Ped. All the tests that we did was part of Interaction Plus. He's high on cocaine, so go ahead and arrest him.
Not your lucky day, pal.
Using Stop the Ped with right on the D-pad. I believe that it's E as in Edward on the keyboard. Or G as in George. I don't know. I really don't use my keyboard for that. So go ahead and pat him down. Same thing using Stop the Ped. He has a rusty spoon and all that. So let's go ahead and go here to his car. With this car, go ahead and bring out the Stop the Ped menu with G as in George on the keyboard. Go ahead and search the vehicle. You're gonna search the whole vehicle at once. And then it's going to tell you right there, driver's side, there's a chainsaw, a silencer, and a MacBook Pro. Then a briefcase, and then on the trunk, a bag of fertilizer, prosthetic arm, and a samurai. I don't know, but that's what he has. So go ahead and press G as in George again to bring up the menu. You can slow down traffic, stop traffic, call insurance, request a tow. If we're going to request a tow, we're going to get a large flatbed truck. Now what we want to do is go ahead and press left control and 0 on the numpad to bring the tablet out. Once again, using Compulite, go ahead, go back to his name, go to a create arrest report. We're gonna go with traffic, driving under the influence, and he had a silencer and a pistol on him, but oh, he didn't have a pistol. He had a silencer. Don't know why, but you can't really charge him with it. He does have a permit to carry a firearm, but we didn't find a firearm. So that's the only thing that we could charge him with, driving under the influence. So go ahead and submit to once you have selected driving under the influence, go ahead and do submit changes or charges, and boom, there it is. Now you go ahead and back out of that, go to the tabs, go to court cases with Jimmy James, click enter, go to reveal outcome. This is going to tell you the outcome. He got fined $608, license is suspended for 25 months, and he got granted probation. So if you ever run into him again, which I doubt it, that's going to be part of his record, go ahead and call transport for him. And that will be it. You go ahead and move on to the next one. I really want to look for somebody that has pills or something, so I could test it out for you guys, so you guys can see for yourself. So let's look for another person. We're gonna go ahead and pull over this vehicle here, see if he's got any drugs on him or something that we could use for the roadside drug test. These guys are gonna fight. Look at them, look at them, look at them. I guess not. So we're gonna go ahead and approach the vehicle. Gonna go ahead and drag him out. Go ahead and search him.
Hold here.
Hopefully he has something that I can show you guys. We will see right now. There it is. Okay, so he has a baggie of suspicious white powder and baggie of marijuana. So go ahead and arrest him.
You're under arrest.
Now what you want to do is go back to your trunk and press T as in Tom. So go ahead and go to store evidence.
Alright, I'll see you there, man.
You're gonna get prompted with the box. There it is. Then you're gonna go baggie of suspicious white powder, and then press enter. You're gonna input the evidence into your trunk. Go ahead and press T as in Tom again. Go right on the arrow key and go to roadside drug test. If you did it correctly, it's gonna appear right there as in baggie of suspicious white powder. Go ahead and press enter. You have all these stuff to test for. So we'll start with the first one that tests for heroin, morphine, MDMA, and meth. So we'll go ahead and run the first test. And it tested positive for meth. So there it is. So that white powder substance that he had on him was meth. Go ahead and press G as in George. Go ahead and search his vehicle, see if he has anything else. There's more. A baggie of suspicious brown and tan powder. Let's go ahead and test that as well. Go ahead to store evidence. Remember, if you watch my video of the simple trainer, I told you to take off the slash because it makes the nearest vehicle blow up. Well, this is the reason why. So you found a baggie of suspicious brown. Right here is where things will blow up if you put that slash. But we took it off if you saw my video. So it's a baggie of suspicious brown and tan powder. So once you're done, you go ahead and input the evidence. Go ahead and press T as in Tom again. Go to the right, roadside drug test. We'll open your trunk. If you did it correctly, it will come out. Go ahead and click on it and start the test all over again. You could go based off of what you think it is. You don't have to go in order. I just go in order, just see what it is. And it tested positive for MDMA. So he's got meth and MDMA on him. He's got weed as well. You could test for weed, but you really don't have to. Let's go ahead and call transport for this guy. And with stop the pad actually. Go ahead and press G in your keyboard as in George, and go ahead and press request tow. Call tow for the car. So what you want to do is go ahead and use left control 0 if you don't want to get in your car. Go ahead and go to his name. Create an arrest report. So he had, what did we say? It was meth and MDMA, and he had weed on him. So that's a bit about it. Go ahead and submit charges. And that's it. You won't go to the pending court case for the simple fact that if you want to be realistic, you have to take the evidence to the nearest police station. There is times that if you get an arrest like this with all this type of drugs, but you don't submit the evidence, they won't get charged with it. So we'll go to Mission Row and drop off the evidence, and from there we'll check the court hearing. So you always have to go to where there's a weed plant. Where there's a weed plant, that's where you turn in your evidence. So go ahead and walk up to the weed plant. It's going to ask you if you want to submit the evidence. So there's no marker. You just stand over the weed plant and you get prompted with press Y to store your evidence at this police station. Go ahead and press Y. You submit it. You submitted the evidence. So let's go ahead, and I accidentally accepted that call pressing Y. So let's go ahead and go back to the vehicle and check the court cases. Go ahead, go to court case. Go to Bob Winterfield. And let's go and reveal the outcome. See, we tested for MDMA, and he got fined $5,000, granted probation, and we tested for meth, and we tested for meth, got the results. He got fined $4,000, 2 years in prison, but we did not test the marijuana. We did not put it in our evidence bag, so he did not get charged with marijuana since we didn't do nothing about it. So that's what I mean, that you have to turn in your evidence. But that's about it, guys. Interaction Plus works, Stop the Pet works, Traffic Policer works, Compulite works, the Assorted Callouts, they all work. The call that I accidentally just answered right now is part of one of those call out packs. But everything works, guys. So that is it for this video. I will come up with another tutorial for police radio and more call out packs, and I believe my next tutorial video will be about installing custom sirens and weapon sounds, so with the weapon overhaul. If you enjoyed this video and if this video helped you, go ahead and press that subscribe button for me. Go ahead and like this video and turn on that notification bell to get alerted for anytime I upload an LSPDFR episode or another tutorial video. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye-bye.